Right, welcome to MPL presents Cricbuzz Live. Now, I had told Kyron Pollard, we had a message sent across saying you have to take the game into the next day and you have to play a match-winning innings because it's Gaurav Kapur's birthday.
Well done.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And on your birthday, go back to being host.
Yeah.
Back to work, come on.
I like give me a packet of biscuits. Like, thank you for putting so much thought into my gift.
No, because
so much thought. This is what he picked up from the tray outside.
He didn't know it's going to go into the next day.
But it is. This is what this tournament is. It's been it's been fascinating games of 2-day cricket.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They've all been 2-day. You've seen 3-day, 4-day, and 5-day cricket. You've seen 1-day cricket. There was no 2-day cricket till now. But 20-over cricket has made it 2-over cricket.
And can you imagine?
2-day cricket night here.
Here's someone who turns 50 today and he's celebrating his birthday in the studio.
What, you're turning 50 today, Ajay?
No,
he's talking about himself.
I wouldn't mind turning 50.
I don't mind that I'm being ushered into adulthood here while I'm live on air. I quite enjoy it actually. But I tell you something, if you are a Mumbai fan or a Punjab fan or a 2020 cricket fan, just take a deep breath because you need it. What excitement in that in a game that went on for about 4 hours and 15 minutes. We're finally here with Mumbai having won off the last ball. They needed 2 runs to win off the last ball, and they did it. They scampered through somehow. They got the job done, and the way they celebrated after this game got over, it felt like सबका birthday था.
Can you imagine?
They all had birthdays.
Rahul Chahar's coach has probably told him, बेटे leg spin ना ऐसे drift करके turn होती है. कभी-कभी ऐसे गुरंगन ऐसे होती है. He never told him कि last ball पे दौड़ना जैसे जिंदगी depends on it.
He just did it. That was just his survival instinct that made him do it. Let's show you the match summary of what happened. There was, of course, that brilliant KL Rahul century. You got to feel bad. That kind of knock, this should not end on a losing end. But it has. On Mumbai, got to 198. It was Kyron Pollard. It was his show. Look at that, 83 of 31. He would have been hitting himself with his bat because he got out with 4 balls to spare. There were 5 runs required. Or was it 5 balls to spare, 4 runs required? And he hit one, thought it was going to be a 4, wasn't. There was just so much drama happening towards the end. I'm just emotionally exhausted. Ajay, you as a Mumbai Indians fan, as you have now pledged internationally on the World Wide Web, you must be emotionally spent.
It's like someone trying to pretending to be in disguise and hiding behind a toothpick or something to say, I'm hiding.
I'm hiding.
He's a Mumbai Indians fan.
Yeah, he's even wearing his blue today. But
I'm wearing Punjabi juttis also. I'm
double agent
on both sides.
Double agent.
Double agent. No,
But obviously,
it was a fabulous game of cricket. I know it was. 20 overs, 2020. What do you want to see? You want to see lots of runs being scored, which we get to see. But more than that, I enjoy seeing, what people make decisions at different stages of the game. So you saw that with KL Rahul, how he built an innings. So you saw a classical way of playing the game. Then you saw Mumbai Indians just throwing it away at the start, and then Pollard walking in. So you saw a new call from a new captain. You don't see that.
Yeah.
And then he took that team away. And then 4 runs of the last 5 balls with 2 batsmen on strike who could not even get their bat to the ball.
Yeah.
And not just for that last 2 balls, but for the last 4 overs, he was hanging around and you could see the game. And the opposition captain had everybody at the boundary.
Yeah.
And here we're looking at and saying, strategically making great moves, this, that. So moves, first class, strategy is absolute, but this is where you get to see when somebody is in a pressure situation, how do they think? You think defensive or you think attacking? You waited. See, it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So, and what on the other side, Pollard, when they're in nowhere to lose, he was going great guns. When it was only 5 or 5 balls, he didn't do the thing. So it is not what the result does. It's the action that you do. I enjoy watching that every day.
Okay, it's 2 runs to go. 1 ball left. 8 and 9 are batting. Are you putting 7 inside the field? Because I got the feeling Ashwin gambled on the fact that he'll try and play a big shot. And so he had catches out in the deep to take the catch.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. So how many do you have inside? If he had mid-on inside, that was 1 run.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I couldn't have put it in better words. That is how he thinks.
Yeah.
What the other fellow will do. He doesn't think what he should do.
Yeah.
So would you have had 7 inside?
No, I'm look,
I'm not wrong. Now, I mean, we can talk about it. There's a lot of people listening to the program who want to know.
Because when it was 5 balls, 4 runs, and that guy at the other end you had, and the one who's come in is after Pollard, that is your chance, the first couple of balls. If you put pressure there, it could still go for 4. You could still win games. And it's not that Mumbai will win all games, or it's not Rajasthan or Punjab will lose all games. There is no team in the world in this format of the game that's going to win all games. There's no strategy that's always right. I'm just saying I enjoy watching this, and this is because that's why I always say I don't go to the stats and results.
Yeah.
Because that is the result. But what happened before the result? So in this game today, all day, I just loved the whole game. And I feel bad, KL Rahul's ended up in a side where, what 100, 60 ball 100 with last 10 balls, he's, got those around 197. Maybe they heard us. We said 192 won't be enough.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Even 197. Actually, even when it started, see, you don't trust me because
I think we need to listen to you more.
It's because I'm so young. He doesn't take what I say seriously because he thinks my youth is inexperienced. But sometimes I just know the universe just talks to me. It just does. But it's so interesting what Ajay says. For him, watching the game it's about the journey more than the destination. And he actually takes these calls and he says this out when you're watching the game all the time. He's like, his voice is one octave higher all the time. What are you doing?
He's got more theories than relativity for a start. But I would have had 7 outside with a deep square and a long on.
So
or deep mid-wicket.
7
whatever.
inside.
7 inside, deep square, deep mid-wicket, or maybe whatever.
Absolutely. Neither is right or wrong. I mean, they could have won, like you said, if you had missed that last ball.
Yeah.
If you were going to bowl a Yorker, I'm just presuming that the captain and the bowlers are in sync, because we saw him bowl those first 5 balls, which was all length ball, including to Pollard. So I guess he's assuming that he was going to bowl a length ball and he's going to miss it. Because if he's going to bowl a Yorker and a batsman misses it, you don't need a fielder. So it all depends on what you're doing. I'm not saying, result is, and that's what I said, I think at lunchtime we were talking, that when you get to the last 2 overs of the game, it is very little that the skill does. It is all your heart and it is your luck.
Yeah.
Today it's gone, Mumbai Indians' way.
But Pollard showed so much heart today.
Oh,
At lunchtime.
The midpoint is lunchtime.
Midnight.
It's okay. But one second. The way Ajay's body clock goes, that is lunchtime.
for me, that is lunchtime.
Yeah.
Dinner comes at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, during IPL, everybody's body clock is a little off. It really is. We're all working like call center hours. We really are. But even so, when a Wankhede game happens, for 4 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, but Pollard, we've got to talk about him. Look at his innings, right? And then you see, he came in to bat on top. He is the MPL hero of the match, and that is no surprise, obviously, but an effort. It's 83 of 31. That strike rate is amazing. I mean, we keep talking about Russell when he scores like this. He's got 10 sixes. Yeah. But then you look at it and you go, hang on, he came to bat really early. Why is he batted only 31 balls? That doesn't make any sense. He was batting right to the end.
It happens a lot. The other day, I think Virat Kohli batted almost through the innings and it played 30 odd balls.
Yeah.
Out of 120.
Batted till the 17th and he had played 33.
But he's batted at number 4.
Yeah.
We've been saying for ages that Kieron Pollard is not just a slogger. He needs those 10 balls. First 6 balls, he's made 7-8 runs.
Yeah.
Only he needs those balls. So there's no point sending him out as a slogger. Send him in early. Give him some responsibility. He's been a senior player now. He's the captain. Let him bat at 4 and see what he does. He plays 10 balls. He hits 83 of 31.
But isn't this just sort of the West Indies template now? Whether it's Chris Gayle, Andre Russell, Kieron Pollard, they're going to take 3-4 balls in Andre's case.
Gayle 15, Gayle 15, Pollard 10, Russell 2.
Yeah, Russell 2. And
then 4.
Russell 4, 10, 15, 10 and 5.
You're right.
And then they're going to start firing. And this is Pollard in this tournament. And this 83 of 31, a match-winning knock. And really, if you feel bad about Rahul's 100 ending up on the losing side, think how bad you would have felt if Pollard got out at that, as he got out.
And lost it, yeah.
And then Mumbai lost the game. He would have taken it probably even worse.
And he's not a typical Caribbean player.
Yeah.
He gets angry.
Yeah.
Typically as soon as you get into the Caribbean islands, you're supposed to leave your anger and contraband and whatever behind.
Contraband is allowed.
Okay, sorry.
Contraband is allowed.
You floated towards the Bermuda Triangle. It's gone. Put your worries in the Bermuda Triangle.
But he's not like that. He has anger.
Yeah.
So he would have been very angry, I'm sure.
Yeah, nobody would have been around.
But you're right.
That wingspan
Correct.
For a while, especially if he had a bat in his hand. But well, they got the job done. You got to say props to Rahul Chahar, props to Alzari Joseph. They were in a situation that they're not used to, with a bat, They got the job done. So really, I mean, when you look at it, you're like, oh, they only scored like 8-10 runs, 4-5, 2-3 runs, and but those
they were alive.
they get you over the line.
They were alive.
Get you over the line. They give you a different kind of mindset in that side. When you're batting as a batsman, you feel, okay, even if you leave it now, so, sometimes you might make a mistake. These guys would do it. When you have that trust going, it really turns around. Look at what happened to Australia in their first 2020 over game when they came to India. What kind of side were they when they started that series?
Yeah.
They won that game. Last overs, 8, 9, 10, I can't remember numbers, I'm never good at. Pat Cummins got that boundary off that last ball or something. See where that side is now. 2 months down the line, these are the moments that turn around teams.
True, absolutely.
And that belief not only happens just for that ball, but it's before and after. With South Africa, what happens in the World Cup? They just choke because the belief is still like
Also, all the conversations in the dressing room now are,
Changed.
we won.
Yeah.
We won. How did we win? What did we do right? Rather than, damn, we can't win a single game.
Yeah.
So,
It suddenly
which
changes.
is why, after losing 4, if RCB had won 1 game, somewhere the whole thing would have changed again, because that's not that bad a side. So he's absolutely right. Today in the Mumbai Indians dressing room, they're saying, you know what, let's look at that. We are number 3 on the table now.
Yeah.
We're number 3 on the table. We've got 8 points.
Yeah, this
Stop us if you can. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, this really could be the galvanizing moment for them with their season, because see what it could have been. It could have been 3-3 had it sort of gone pear-shaped in those last few balls. It didn't.
Tomorrow, Hyderabad win a game, somewhere down the line. Hyderabad win a game, Delhi win a game. They're both above Punjab. Punjab are suddenly in the bottom 4.
Wow. But things change.
Yeah.
Things change with just a few balls like that. And that's what the thing is. Punjab would be looking at this and going, no, not again. Not 2 seasons in a row.
But
we were at the top. We would have. Once just look at the table again. If they would have won, would they have gone to the top?
There would have been number 2.
They would have been number 2 because of run rate.
On net run rate, there would have been number 2.
Wow. From number 2.
They would have had 5 wins, and they would have been looking at that.
Just
playoffs.
3 more and we are,
Yeah, now you're looking at, because from the other side, if you look, that game that they won against Delhi, which is an unbelievable game to win. That went your way, so you have that 1 win. You take out those wins. You take out that Rajasthan win, which also turned around with a smart thinking. So a couple of games that could have gone the other way as well. So,
I'm looking at that table. And
they're going down.
Kings 11 Punjab have actually, I think they've overachieved, let's be honest. And there's nothing wrong in overachieving. You've done well.
Yeah.
You look at the players there, and you see what they're achieving. You didn't think they would at the start. Maybe you're wrong, but you didn't think they would. Now they're looking at the table and saying, you know what, we've played pretty good cricket so far, but we are 4-3. If you're out of 8 wins, in the back 7, you've got to do 4-3 again.
Yeah, true.
So we've got to go and do again what we've done so far. Whereas 5-2, they're laughing.
Yeah. Also a word on, Ankit Rajput there, that no ball in the last over. It doesn't matter how experienced and inexperienced you are. That's a bit of an unforgivable offence, isn't it, in that situation?
Not bit of an unforgivable. It is unforgivable.
Totally unforgivable.
If we had done it in school, the PT sir, remember PT sir?
Of course I do. Mr. Kohli.
PT sir would have made you run 10 rounds of the ground for that mistake.
Yeah, while caning you. I went to a Catholic boys' school. We used to get caned as well. Listen, it was a different time then. Not like you softies right now. Oh my God, teacher can't hit. No, we used to get caned.
No, PT sir would tell us.
I thought you said about other Mr. Kohli, because he also said something about club cricket the other day.
Which, Mr. Virat Kohli?
So I thought he was talking about
I'm talking about our cricket coach, Mr. Hira Kohli, back then.
हमको तो बोला जाता था, if you get run out, then don't come this side to the pavilion, go that side and go home from there, because the bowler has to get you out. I mean, here he's considered a no ball with 6 terrible.
Yeah, but I also saw, when we saw Karen Pollard, he didn't go into the dugout, he didn't go into the dressing room after he got out. He was standing just near that fence. And I told Ajay and Harsha, I said, if they don't win from here, he's probably going to take a taxi straight to the airport and just go back home. He's like, can't go back into that dressing room again. But he can now, and they're probably going to lift him up on their shoulders and take him into that dressing room.
They need all of them to lift.
All of them. So it's a good thing that they have such a big squad, right? You need it for moments like this. Just hopefully not the support staff, because they are not that age. The backs are not that strong. Zach, we love you. All right. Well, our MPL, this is our leaderboard. Of course, we're going to show you who our super team hero on MPL is. Ilya Raja, 303.5 points. Ilya Raja, come on, give us a tune, brother.
Yeah.
Give us a tune.
What's he doing playing super team hero on MPL? He's run out of tunes or what?
Also, he's looking rather young in this picture.
But that we all do, no? Post बचपन के फोटो
बचपन का फोटो लगा रखा उधर That's what we do. Sometimes on social media, your pictures from 9 years ago, and people will change your picture. It's like, no, man, because every picture from then on has one extra wrinkle.
Like you've just got one. You know,
Sir, आज age हो गई ना मेरी. Today I'm 18. Sweet 18 I am, so I will start getting crow's feet and wrinkles. Okay, so of course, Raja, congratulations to you. And by the way, if you didn't win on Super Team, there's other games on games on MPL. There is Pro Cricket. There is Run Out, so you can play these games and try to win at those. And of course, keep playing Super Team on MPL. All right, that wraps it up. Have we covered pretty much everything? Have we gathered our breath?
Yeah,
yes, we have.
There was enough excitement in the game.
That was a lot of excitement.
Fantastic game.
game.
I mean, I was in Chennai yesterday and I waited for the game to start and it was over.
It did.
While I was waiting for it to start, the game got over.
You know what's happened? Because you were there yesterday and you didn't really get a game there. You've got the experience of two here.
Yes.
This has been the joy and excitement of two games. This has been for you, right?
But I did know there's a new clause in the playing condition that says the umpires will not keep track of over rates.
Yeah, they won't.
There's a new clause in the official clause in the playing condition.
Yeah, I was genuinely worried that not only will my birthday go with this match, I thought I might just become a year older, like waiting for this game to finish.
And I'll let you into a secret. There was a very serious possibility of a super over.
If a super over would have happened, I would have aged 1 year for sure. That would have been next year, really.
If it wasn't your birthday, do you mind a super over?
I'm just irrespective. I pretend that I'm young. I look young. I act young, but I'm really old. It's way past my bedtime. I can't do this. Super over means I'm fast asleep in this chair. I don't work on your body clock. You're youth.
So Rahul Chair is 18, 19. Should he strictly be told by the coach, sorry, it's bedtime?
One sec. Rahul Chair, first of all, if he has to play any game that goes beyond 12, needs a note from his parents saying he can stay out. All right? First he needs that.
17-year-old, what's that young man, Burman? So this is the other.
Burman is.
I said, "Kaise jamana aa gaya?" You know, in olden days, people used to say, if you want to play cricket, which was the right thing to do, actually. You know, you can't be out at night. You got to be in bed by 10 o'clock. But that was when Test cricket was out. Because now you got to be at your peak at 11:30, 12 at night.
Yeah.
If you want to be in the top franchisee game in the world, in a tournament where the whole world is watching, and you want to showcase your skill, it's going to be at 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
So kids, start changing your routine. Don't, please don't.
Kids, don't wake up before 11 a.m. All right, don't wake up before 11.
No, never.
Karen Pollard has just thanked someone saying happy birthday.
No, so Karen Pollard has just thanked God. It's not God's birthday.
No.
Thank God and thanked his wife because it's his wife's birthday. I just want to state
That's why he dragged the game.
For the record that I am not Karen Pollard's wife. We just happen to share a birthday. There are 6 billion people in the world. There's only 365 days. This is bound to happen. All right. Before 365 days, may say one day disappears completely. Let's move on to a preview of the next game. There is another game later today, in a few hours. It's the Rajasthan Royals and the Chennai Super Kings. Don't worry, this game is not happening in Chennai.
Chennai playing again?
Yes.
But they're playing in Jaipur. So
they're playing in Jaipur, so they've taken a flight. You saw on social media.
No, not just that.
Lying down on the
they're
airport.
playing in Jaipur, between the balls after pitching, allowed to...
It's allowed to reach... It's allowed to reach the batsman after pitching the ball the same day. It's like you may approach the batsman on the same day. That's the Chennai pitch. We're just making fun of it. Somebody else is making the actual pitch. All right. Let's look at the teams then, shall we? There's the Chennai Super Kings. Obviously, they're coming off a win.
Yeah, they're 5-1. Yes. They're 5-1. They're still top of the table.
5-1, sitting top of the table. No problemo. Nicely done. Any changes you feel they would do? They don't like making them. But do you think Shane Watson, I mean, he had a couple of good shots in the last one. He got out. It was a soft dismissal.
Look, the only person who can come in is Sam Billings for Shane Watson. They won't do that.
They won't do it?
Nah, Dhoni changes if he has no other alternative.
We haven't asked you. I've asked them this question before. I've asked Ajay this question before. Murli Vijay? Not getting a look in?
No.
Nope. No. So they're going to persist with Shane Watson.
So Dhoni might tell the owners, you pick as many as you want, but I only want 13, 14 of those. I don't want the other. I only play with those 13, 14. He won't change. He won't change very much. He said something very interesting yesterday. At the post-match, he said to me that he's not happy with the pitch in Chennai because it's not allowing him to figure out what his best combination is. He said, because we're getting away here, because we have the bowlers to do it, but our batsmen are not getting into rhythm. And when we travel, I may not be able to play this side, which it may not be suitable for another surface. So it's actually not even good for us because we don't know what the best team is, and there's no Bravo.
Yeah. So can that be a negative when your home pitch? Yes, it plays to your strengths.
No, but it gives you 7
But
wins.
it's so distinctly different from other pitches.
No, but it still gives you 7 wins.
Fair
There has
enough.
been no better captain of spin bowling than Dhoni.
But I mean,
Who's the better captain of fast bowling, please?
I don't know. But Dhoni,
Please,
the ball
please accept
stops.
he's the best captain that
Of
you've
all
ever
bowling?
had.
True, okay. Of all bowling.
I thought mujhe kuch bol raha hai, so I was trying to play safe.
he wasn't trying to trap you.
No.
It's like extended from spin to pace.
थोड़ा सा दिल खोल के धोनी को दो तो सही यार. This is the only man I've seen. You know, I've been watching now 25 years of cricket. We've had lots of greats that we've had. You know, and I'm not going to name 1 or 2 or 5 because I'm putting 8.
You've only been watching 25 years, but you played
Since you were 2.
He played the 92 World Cup. That was 27 years ago.
Yeah, but he was not watching.
He was not watching.
He was not watching them.
See, the first few years I wasn't even coming to the ground. What was happening? You got to ask Sanjay this story. You know, my first Test match day, how that went.
No, but I want
because
to say,
it was in the day, so I had to sleep.
Yeah, but no, I want to just add to this that for 25 years he's been watching cricket, but for many, many years before that, we were watching him. That's the difference. We were watching him.
So
Great leaders.
He's forgotten what.
Great leaders, I remember. Great leaders.
Not just great leaders, great players. I'm saying I've seen great players play. You see them come, you see them peak, you see them go to a stage, and then you see them slowing down or getting slower or not good enough. I can't remember a player who could actually bring it back almost to his peak. If you see what has happened with Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the last 4 years, last World Cup, you decided that he's not going to be there for the next World Cup, so you changed the captain. Because that was a call. Again, there's no right or wrong call. You change the captain thinking he's not going to be there. He slows down. He's not getting around. And see what's happened in the last 6 months. He's probably batting as well as he was batting 5 years ago. I have not seen that with any of our greats in the past.
Back to the gym.
Yeah, whatever. I'm see.
But I just something. I don't want to interrupt you. Something very interesting happened yesterday in Chennai. I've never seen a bowler start to celebrate a stumping before it was done. Imran Tahir has bowled to Shubman Gill, and before Dhoni has taken the base off, he started to celebrate because he knew that stumping to hona hi hai yahan pe.
Yeah, but that's with Dhoni.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
you know, short periods it can happen, but this is a man who's actually come back and done it so beautifully. So you know, at least the memories for some kids who are watching him now will be what they see now, because people who haven't seen him in 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would think, if you had seen him in the last 3 years, you'd think he's a different player, which has happened to a lot of our great players.
What odds he'll play the 2023 World Cup then?
No, look, I am the biggest fan, but honestly, if he's not going to lead India, then this should be his last World Cup.
It will be.
Okay, well,
there's no bigger fan than me, so I guess I can say it. If he's not going to lead India, then
last World Cup.
That's how.
Okay,
Rajasthan are playing as well.
Let's look at the Rajasthan team as well. I've got the director going nuts in my ear, going Rajasthan. Well, there you go. Here they are, buddy. Fair enough. There they go. Will they make any changes? I'm looking at Ashwin Turner. They're going.
I don't know what the matter with Sanju Samson is. He that unwell or he's got an injury? Because he's got to come back.
Yeah, but
Sanju Samson has got to come back at the first possible opportunity.
Yeah. So we don't have word yet whether he would be back in the team or not, because he's missed about 2 games now because of injury. So he's missed 2 games. So there you go. That's their team. Do you see any change in this? Perhaps
they're playing in Jaipur. It's a patchy kind of track in Jaipur because there's grassy and bald patches on the pitches.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they think that Unadkat has now been out 2 games. Let's put Unadkat back in.
Yeah.
But it's a largish ground, isn't it? Jaipur's a largish ground, so you can still play with your spinners in Jaipur.
Ajay, the way they're playing, I mean, they've got only 1 win.
A good wicket. Sorry,
they've got only 1 win.
One in 5. Yeah, Rajasthan.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much decided. It's just a Herculean task to sort of qualify for me, especially since all the other teams on the top are doing well. They're sort of beating each other.
Good side on paper. On paper, it's got everything covered, all bases covered. Look at them. They have won 4. They won 4.
Do you get to a position where you can almost get liberated?
Yeah, you got to liberate Ajinkya Rahane from captaincy. I think that's the first thing you need to do. If you liberate him, he's a good enough player. We haven't seen the player this year.
Yeah.
And I think to India at least that's more important, his batting. And
Who captains?
if you have Steven Smith, look, if it's an ethical call, you wouldn't have had him in your team.
Yeah.
If you've got him back, then what is the ethic left? That why can't you have him as your captain? Because he's led Australia. He's a captain of.
So would you tell Rahane, we're demoting you or we're leaving you free to focus on your batting?
Exactly what I said about Yuvraj Singh this morning. This is franchise cricket. You don't need to tell anybody anything. You were bought in an auction. You do exactly what I told you to do.
Fair point. Ruthless call, maybe.
We're also being paid by Cricbuzz. They might decide something.
Of course, they say tomorrow get up and go. You can only sit here till they want
tomorrow.
It's a double payment.
If I go, I'm going to take the MPL Super Couch with me. I took the red table last year, take the Super Couch
No,
this
you can't.
year. I'll make my own little setup at home and sit in front of the TV, and I don't care about any of you.
You cannot take it.
What?
The red table was 1/4 the weight of the MPL Super Couch.
बंदे रखे मैंने यहाँ पे. What good is Ajit? Ajit will pick it up and take it for me.
See, Ajit एक बंदा है जो उठवा सकता है.
Ajit
उठा नहीं, उठवा सकता है.
उठवा सकता है, उठवा देगा.
बंदे को भी सीट से.
सीधा. पर ये जो joy factor का question था, this also lifted a lot of people off the ground because people started levitating to get the correct answer. There you go.
But specifically, you expect Richie Benaud, Fred Stofford, Stan McCabe, Steve Waugh, and Stephen Gascoigne. Stephen Gascoigne is a googly. So what was the answer?
It's about statues.
Oh, I got it right. That's what I thought. Once you know the answer, that's what you think it is. That's why I said the clue was you put the question back. Where do you see all of them? There's the statue of Richie Benaud as soon as you enter the Sydney cricket ground.
Yeah.
There's a statue of Steve Waugh somewhere there.
Yeah.
So maybe Stephen Gascoigne.
Is that as well?
But where do you see all of them? So that's why there must be a statue.
Yeah, so we had a few people who got it right, in fact, on Twitter. So let's see who got it right the first. Come on, pull up the name. Let's see. This one requires some applause. Kushal Baid. Talia?
Talia.
Very good, Kushal. That was a good answer. I mean, he's got Crick in his name, in his Twitter handle, so obviously he's a big, big fan. So at the SCG is where you can see all these statues. Very well done, man, Kushal. Good job. Good job. I'm going to say it again. Good job.
So it can't be. Can you do this on Google?
I don't know. It's
Because
like,
it won't be found. So it has to be his knowledge.
Okay, so the thing with joy factor questions is I feel they're so complicated that if you know it, you just know it. If you have to Google it and give the answer, somebody else has just got it there before you.
Yeah.
Because it's just too
So
complicated.
he's probably been there and seen it all.
Yeah, he's probably been there, seen it.
Well
We
done.
call that knowledge at will, and well done. Good job. Okay, so that's all we have time for today. We're going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much to Mr. Ajay Jadeja, to Mr. Harsha Bhogle. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
Happy birthday.
We got a party, man. We got a packet of biscuits here. Yeah.
You might as well open it because Ajay has worked very hard, not at buying you the gift, but at hiding it behind it while you were coming in.
Were you sitting on them? Is that why they're flattened?
Yes.
Is that why they're flat biscuits?
So yesterday we were talking about, full toss is being given and happy birthday. And here it was, happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
I'd rather,
Here's your
honestly,
packet of biscuits.
Here's my packet of sat upon biscuits. Honestly, I'd rather get a full toss and hit it for a 6, but this is a good second prize. There's about 6 over here, so we'll have 1 each, and the rest of the crew is going to get
I'll tell you what, if
crumbs.
Gautam Bhimani was here, he would have eaten 5 and given you 1 as a gift.
Yeah, probably would have. I would have said, okay, that's fine, I'll take it. Honestly, I think we're going to have to share 1 because Ajit will have 5. He has to lift a super couch till later, doesn't he? That's all we have time for. I'm Gaurav Kapur. Thank you so much for watching MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. Good night.